Wooten. He's got you taken care of. A lot going on right now, Tev.
Yeah, absolutely. Before we can talk about things heating up for Halloween, which is just in a matter of days, we've got to talk about the fires that are still ongoing. I know yesterday a lot of folks woke up to the smell of smoke that filled the skies across New England. A little bit more about why. You see, there was a cap in the atmosphere. That cap wasn't present during the day. In fact, it developed overnight. During the day, the reason why we didn't have the cap was because the ground surface heated up more than the air above it. Think about it. The sun is the dominant heat source. So you've got warm air on the bottom and colder air on top. So that warm air rises and it continues to rise. So the smoke from the wildfires, that also rises too. But at night, things start to happen. The ground cools down dramatically. I mean, you know that. You wake up at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning, and the temperatures are in the 20s and 30s. Well, that causes the ground to cool down more than the air above it, because if you think about the air or the atmosphere stacked up in several different layers, like the pancakes on the plate this morning, there's a layer about 5,000 to 6,000 feet above the ground. It's very shallow and it's warmer, and that is the lid, or what's known as a cap, on the atmosphere that keeps the smoke polluting the skies. The air quality went down dramatically throughout the mid-morning time frame yesterday, and there wasn't a lot of wind either. So a lot of different contributing factors to that. In some pockets this morning, I think we may have a cap setting up, perhaps across Boxford, maybe even in and around Milton too. Watching the temperatures drop to about 32 to 33 degrees now in Dover, Sharon, and Canton alike. So a lot of locations still across Metro West and the Route 2 corridor. I'm not saying it's likely to happen, but if it were to develop, that's more about why it would happen. Later on today, we've got clouds all day long. Our temperatures are not as warm today as what they will be in the coming days. You do need the coat today at about 54 for our high in Boston, 57 across Franklin and Metro West. Remember, the clouds filter in first. That's the early onset of the warm front. We will really see the warm front in two sort of respects, if you will. First tonight by the showers that come in right around midnight, but it's a quick go at those. Most of those are out by tomorrow at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And then the other way that we see it is the warmer weather, which, by the way, we're only likely to pick up 1/10 of an inch of rainfall, perhaps 1/4 of an inch at best. So this is not breaking our drought anytime soon. But what will break the temperatures, look at that, 71 for a high on Wednesday. And yes, near record-breaking temperatures for Halloween. Bridgeport, Connecticut, Hartford, maybe even Portland, Maine alike, rivaling records set back in 1989. Some of those going back as far as 1946. The warm air is here to stay through Friday, where highs to close out the work week are right around 73. It's a pleasant weekend on tap, but a cold front really kicks us back down. 52 on Saturday, 62 next Monday.